But still, Baggio. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! What a goal by Baggio!
Right lads, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Baggio. New start time, Saturday mornings, 7 o'clock, replacing Flamenco, which is just going to peter out over their last season. So I've put Baggio in Saturday mornings and I'll go all the way through to FM20. Big episode today. We are starting the league campaign with a game away at AC Milan, which should be good. One of Baggio's old stomping grounds. We've got a lot to discuss. We are going to try and do two games an episode, but today, because we've got a lot of transfers in and out, we're just going to do the one. I'm not going to go through every single one. I'm just going to go through roughly the notes. I found it tough. I found it really tough. I found it no easier than pretty much when I was at Caldogno in the first season. Absolutely nothing really in terms of quality. The best player that I got in was Scott McTominay, who I've already sold to Hanover. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I'd signed him 6.25 at the start of July. 2 weeks later, I'd had to sell him. The crazy EU rule in Italy meant because obviously the UK are out of the EU now, he'd not reached a certain amount of games. They also take into the account how many non-EU players you have in the club like the 30th of May, I think it is, and then that dictates who you can sign. Basically, I couldn't sign any more EU players, non-EU players, and he was that, so I couldn't register him. So I had to get rid. So he's gone. I took a loss on him. I was quite surprised that I was able to sell him that quickly. I thought I'd have to wait till January, but he was unhappy that I'd not registered him. So I thought, right, I'll offer him out, and he was happy to go, and he went. We've got a bit of experience in. We've got Pedro, who's 35, but still pretty decent. He's had a couple of good games in pre-season. Ranocchia, good solid centre half. Obviously an upgrade on what we had. We didn't have a great deal of quality back there. Another one we picked up on a free. Lorenzo De Silva, someone who some of you might know. He played through a few teams. He's been quite good on FM. I have picked him up a fair bit. Once again, he's 34, but he's pretty good. He's probably going to play backup anyway. Another experience, Crescito, centre half, can do full back as well, can do wing back. 35, we know he's old, but once again, we were really struggling for a little bit of quality. And then we've got Andrea Poli in as well. He's all right. He can do as many jobs equally all the way across the centre midfield role. So he will be useful, I would have thought, at some part. Biggest transfer, obviously excluding Scott McTominay, was the two young Polish guys. So we've got a 19-year-old Polish keeper who's already going to be number one this season. He looks absolutely class, 6'5" as well. Bit of a unit. And then we've just picked up quite recently his teammate from the same club, 5.5. To pay a little bit for him, it's release clause, but 5-star potential. He's kind of already on the boundary of starting already, but I've just changed the rules slightly in the middle of midfield. What I normally do, we're playing the 3-4-3. We're going with a box-to-box and a ball winner. I'm not playing deep line playmaker at the moment, so he doesn't really suit box-to-box just yet. Noticeable ones, we've raided our old club, Caldogno, which we said would. We managed to get Marola in, which is fantastic. He'd helped himself to only 14 goals. I don't think he actually scored many after I'd left, but we've got him in. Remember, we have got Nestrovsky, or whatever he's called, the old Serbian striker, who's at Montenegrin striker, who basically kept us up last season. We've still got him. Other noticeable ones, Karamoko, we got in from Caldogno, wanted a ball-winning midfielder. Youthful, he's done very, very well for me in the seasons I've had him at Caldogno, so we picked him up pretty cheap, 850k. And then we also picked up Kaliba, 6'2". He was one of our better players in all the seasons. Look, we were that short, we were that desperate, really. So I've gone for a mixture of experience and youth. We've picked up a couple of others. That guy was already there. Who else have we got? Izzo on loan. He looks pretty decent. He can play centre half. this is as good as we're getting, basically. Anyone else? Dickman, got him on a free transfer. He was who we had on loan last year at Caldogno. He did quite well for us. He will do a job. And I think that's about it. On the outs, noticeables, we did try and get rid of a few. We did offload. Sassuolo and Bologna were very nice to us. They took a real, six players. We released about 10 as well. So there's been about 20 players out, 15 players in. Staff, we also raided Caldogno. We got a couple of coaches. I've got a new assistant manager, Massimo Carrera. I did release a lot of staff at the end of last season, and we've brought in some real decent coaches, including John Terry. So the club is, I think, in a lot better shape. We even got in Lucas Carrera, our old man from Caldogno, the legend. We got him in. He's not great, but he was just a body to help out on the youth team. Hernan Crespo in on the coaching staff. He's pretty good. 16 attacking. His mentals were pretty good by the looks of it. Cairo Ferreira from Caldogno. We basically raided them. We really stuck it in I hope they get relegated. We tried to get De Guidi. De Guidi is transfer listed, but they wanted 825 million for him. Even though we've not spent a lot, we've got about 8 million left, I think, in the budget. But no one of any note. Hopefully we can have a really good season this year and surprise a few. I don't actually know where we're predicted to finish. There's our pre-season results. Impressive, and then we just played a second team in that one, and we didn't do great. We didn't do great against Spal. But it's Milan today. You never know. So predict to finish 14th. Caldogno predicted to finish bottom, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on. Newly promoted sides, Sassuolo, Empoli and Kiev, so big teams. And then squad-wise for us, we managed to keep, we've obviously kept all of a few. I think there's still a few that are waiting. We got Alassama back, who we had on loan at Caldogno last year. He's come back in. He's going to be pretty much first choice wing back. And then we kept hold of, we had a couple of youngsters. Lucarelli, who was on loan last year. And then some of you will know this guy. I think it was more FM18. He turned into a bit of a wonder kid. I completely forgot. He was actually on loan last year anyway. So I couldn't have used him anyway. But I forgot he was there until I was diving through the youth system at the end of last season. So he's sort of like there. We've got Nestorovski, Mbalo's still there. I think he's just a couple of youngsters that we're trying to potentially offload. We've still got Rizzo, who we've got enough cover now. Another guy that we're trying to offload. So we're covered in all bases. Obviously, we don't need that big a squad because we're only playing league games. No European football. So we are looking like this. 3-4-3. I think we're at pretty much full strength, to be honest. So we're going with a young Polish keeper in goal. Ranocchia, Izzo, Kaliba, Dickman, Alassami, Shoshev, Karamoka, Pedro, Lafaso and Marola. I'm not too sure what Milan have, but we will soon find out. So Donnarumma, Vasalco, Caldara, Romagnoli, Nacho, Sanchez, Kessie, Paqueta, Vargas, Suso, Piatek. So they've not done a great deal. They've got Vidal, Vincent Junior, who I imagine is on loan, Andre Gomez, Strootman. But the starting 11's not too dissimilar. It's probably obviously Nacho as well. Maybe only 3 or 4. I think. Start of a new season. Thank you very much to everyone who has jumped onto this series as we're coming towards FM19 sort of like lifespan. And since we've moved this series on and we've moved to Palermo, we've had a whole bunch. The views have doubled, looking at over 200 views per episode. So thank you very much. It will go to 2 episodes a week after the school summer holidays in the UK has finished as well. As the other 3 series come to an end, this will take centre stage. Maybe get 2 or 3 episodes a week in if we can. And we're up and running. David Marolo, first goal of the season. This 3-4-3 is probably the best tactic I have ever created. Right, highlight straight after the goal, which is a little bit of a worry. Oh, Karamoka can't pass. Good tackle. Never mind, bud. Giving it straight back. Kessie, my man. Vargas. He's played it wide. Right, a dream start, but we've got to concentrate. Let's concentrate. There. Right, half time. Nothing happened. We've had nothing since our goal of Vargas effort after 5 minutes. Nothing has happened, which generally is quite good. We would take that away in Milan, but we want to put on a little bit of a show. Here we go. Start the second half. We've only had 2 efforts. They've had nothing of 3 long shots, 3 on target. We're looking comfortable. I don't think the club's going to be... The squad is so much better than last year, but that was mainly only down to the squad being so terrible last year. Obviously, it's going to need rebuilding. Keeper come out, well done. It's going to need rebuilding again a little bit because there's going to be... We've signed a lot of players that are well into the 30s and that are already retiring at the end of the season. But you never know. A cheeky Europa League spot might just give us the opportunity. We're in. Marolo, Pedro, get in! Might just give us the opportunity to play in Europe, get a better calibre of player in, and really drive us on. Right, we're going cautious. Anyone really tired? Chochev is not a surprise. Let's go Polly. Let's put Polly in there. Let's get the youngster on. It's important that we give him some game time. 2 centre midfielders on yellow cards as well. Have to be careful of that. So coming into the last 10 minutes, and we have absolutely breezed through this game. End of the game. 2-0. Not the greatest game in terms of a live confire. Apologise for that. So it is going to be a little bit short and sweet today. But we've got the team up and running. What a performance that is. I don't think we actually gave them a sniff. They didn't have any other highlights apart from that Vargas effort after sort of like, what was it, about 4 minutes. But if you are an AC Milan fan and you're over on the channel watching today because of AC Milan, FM20, there's going to be 3 saves on the channel. Man United, York City, and then AC Milan. I did a little vote on Twitter and on my YouTube page. Milan won both votes, so there'll be an AC Milan Let's Play series with that. So if you are new around here, drop a subscribe. It'll be muchly appreciated. Ready for FM20, which will probably be... So it'll be the start of November. So I won't play it in the beta. So yeah, if you are new around here, you like Italian football, Milan, stay tuned for that. We will be AC Milan. Can't wait to get stuck into that. Benitez wasn't happy. Faso 2 assists. Right, where are we going to come back? I'm keen to kick on. Oh, yes. Yes. It's got to be Caldogno. It's got to be the return. So we'll come back for the Fiorentina, his old stomping ground, and Caldogno Calcio, old stomping ground. We'll come back for those 2 episodes. Might even be a cheeky Wednesday episode. I will see. Right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you are new. Drop a like in there. It does help the channel. And yeah, we will see you next week. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.